Welcome back to the SR Challenge Beginner's Guide. With this, we are actually going to be looking at the Sherry event here that you can collect so you can get shards for Sherry. In the last episode, we covered the Time Rift 1-2, and did a couple other stages in front of that. And now we're going to be looking at the different days. So the first day that we had, we got a few more rewards, so we're going to claim those. Just make sure you do that whenever you can. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. I just wanted to show off the next days. So here are the next days. There's a few things in here, you know, complete more chapters, get your team level higher. Again, like I said, we're going to get through some of these, but we're not really going to be doing all these. I just wanted to show it off and just show you that it is reasonable to do to get this completed. And you will just unlock it as you go, as you see here. And then you have day 3, complete 1 equipment summon, which I don't recommend, but you get a token for it, so we're gonna do that. And it's just kind of nice to come in here and go, oh, okay, complete all my dailies. I get a token for that. That's pretty cool. Sure. So why not? Let's go unlock some of these things. So we have equipment summon. So we're going to do an equipment summon, and we're going to double up on it. I think we can share, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. Equipment summon, give me something good. You didn't give... Well, I mean, for a beginner's account, this is actually pretty nice. Ooh, nice. I can use that. Okay, cool. And we're going to do a... I don't know if I can actually... I don't know if it'll let me share. That can't hurt. We're going to do it once and see if I can share this. So the goal is to share one of your summons that you do. Ooh, we're going to get an SR. What are we going to get? What are we going to get?
Freya's class. She's a magical knight.
Very
Please,
nice.
Don't be too gentle with me, Administrator.
Thank you, Freya, for coming. Freya is a fantastic unit. She's a Lancer tank unit. No, they don't give me the chance to share it. Really? How am I supposed to... Okay, so I'll have to do this off air because I have no way of sharing that. But still a great pull and well worth it. Very much well worth it. We're gonna definitely build up Freya here. So speaking on the SR challenge, so we got another ticket there. Unfortunately, we spent 1 extra ticket, but again, totally worth it. Alright, let's see here. We got Freya. We're gonna get Freya leveled up. So Freya's pretty interesting, and down the line, she's going to be very useful for us because as far as the SR challenge is going to go, I need to plan out the units I want to use as a core team. And Freya is one of those special types of units, so we're going to cover her since we just pull her, and it's a great opportunity. So let me first start off by going over her talent. So her talent is Sorrowful Choice. A chance of being critically hit reduced by 10% before entering battle. If HP is at 100%, deals damage to the enemy. Damage is equal to 2 times the hero's defense. So that's specifically, I believe, your character and not their troops, but I can't confirm that 100%. I do know as you start her up, that percentage goes down and the defense damage goes up. It's pretty nice. She is a very fixed damage oriented unit. She also comes with Barb. So Barb is pretty nice. When your HP is above 50%, it triggers Barb and deals fixed damage to the enemy unit. 2.5 times the damage. Pretty good. Pretty good. She also gets Protect, which is a physical damage taken decreased by 5% when nearby friendly allies or under physical attack. Takes damage in their place. This is an improvement, I would say, over Grenier's because it's passive. She doesn't have to activate it. It's always active, and it increases her physical damage reduction, which is pretty nice. From there, she has 2 choices to her Tier 3 classes. We'll cover her Unicorn Knight real quick because I don't really recommend it. it instead favors her for an intellect build instead in magic defense, which I don't find to be very useful. Plus, it's a tier 2 class. You don't really want to stick with it. She gets mass protect, which is not bad. It definitely helps out with the immunities against defense and magic defense production, but not really necessary. Her main line that I would recommend for most people, if not all people, is to take her down her Vanguard, Royal Vanguard class, which she then unlocks Lance Phalanx, which is her main guard skill, because it allows her to have 2 range guard, defense increases, and also will always trigger Barb after battle, for at least I've noticed the first round. And then moving into her Royal Vanguard, her last skill she'll pick up is Heavy Skill, or Heavy Shield, which is really nice. It improves her defense. But the main skill that really we are very, very interested in is her faction buff, or what they call fusion power now, is a fusion power for the Origin of Light. It's a very vanilla fusion power. It only grants the user bonus in their attack and defense. So, and that goes for magical and physical as well. So attack, intellect, defense, and magic defense all get increased when you use your faction buff. For right now, we're not even close to it, and we don't have to worry about it until we get higher in the levels. But this is going to be a very key point. The next class that she can do is Saintess in Valkyrie, but I don't really highly recommend this. It takes her, again, into her intellect build, which is not what I find her best, but it's more of a magical tank. It's kind of interesting. So she picks up Tenacity, which, again, when your attack defense increases by 5%, which could be really cool. It's pretty generic. Now, her main skill, though, is Iron Rose. Takes magic damage for friendly units within 1 block, and then when you activate it, it increases to 2, very much like Lance Phalanx. And then it takes 20% less magic damage and gains the Iron Rose effect, which substitutes defense for 80% of her magic defense and deals fixed damage to the enemy equivalent to 250% of magic defense when the battle ends. The problem is, though, she doesn't have a lot of magic defense. Her defense is much better. Now, it's not to say that you can't run this class, but it's not her best class by far. And you have to be very careful, because some guards will work in specific ways. For Freya here, this Iron Rose will only guard against magical attacks, whereas Lance Phalanx will only guard against physical attacks. You got to be very careful on which one you're using. And then she has Consecration, which after battle, 40% chance to heal HP of all other friendly units, 15% of their max health. It's pretty nice. Not a game changer, but pretty good to have. We're definitely happy to have Freya. She is a fantastic unit, and we are going to use her extensively. For the time being, we're just going to give her one of these because I want her all the way up. So, let's see. Is there any equipment we can give her? Sorry, Grenier. I need you. Already, we're already relegating Grenier to the bench. I'm sorry. You're not as when compared to Freya, Grenier, you're just not good enough, man. I'm sorry. But with an we'll cover that later. Okay. So with that covered, we can go ahead and check out and see what we have completed here. Sometimes they have. Why was it listed in red? There's nothing unlocked here. Oh, because we can collect this. So make sure you check your rewards at the bottom because you can collect them. So this is a Ghost Robe. It's really not that great of a robe, but for right now, it's going to work out great for our units because we can just slap it on a unit. And let's put it on. Okay, you don't have anything. I'll put it on. We'll share the love around. Okay, so when looking at this, the next area that we're supposed to go to for Chapter 5 is this area down here. But we have another path that leads to a dead end, so let's head that direction. Okay, so we have another boat mission, very similar to the one we had before where we fought that one boss, so the map is pretty much identical. There are no secret treasures or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to bring Freya because she's our new unit, and she's going to be a unit we're going to use quite frequently. And not seeing any flyers. We don't have any holy units. Well, no, actually we do. We do. Let's bring Almeida. She's going to be useful for this. Let's bring... Let's do this. I think this will work out. Freya's got Barb. To be honest, Freya might not be all that extra helpful here. We're gonna bring Anna. Whoops. Okay. I wanted to rotate. There we go. Okay. Pretty straightforward mission. There's not a whole lot that you got to be concerned about. If you bring holy units, they're going to do extra damage to these demon creatures. Otherwise, focus magical attacks on the lobsters. Otherwise, this is going to be a really easy fight. So we're going to move Jessica forward. We're going to go ahead and have her take out this lobster.
Get out of the darkness.
No problem. Jessica just blowing through.
Give us a command.
Get it? Fun.
Stand by.
Alright,
Here.
let's see here.
Stand
So
by.
we're going to move forward.
Do you
We're going to
need help?
check our defenses.
What should
Make
I
sure
do?
we're staying out of range. We don't want our healers getting taken out. There are MVPs in this fight. Now, Lewin is fantastic because he is really good about healing himself. So he's not healing himself right now, but when he performs an action, his talent will proc and will allow him to heal. We'll cover his unit down the line. Alright, let's go ahead and
All right.
heal up Laird.
Please let me do this. Well,
Anna's pretty nice because her talent allows her to give a random buff when she heals or performs an action on somebody. So if she does a full like area buff against another unit, it's pretty nice because she will give everyone a buff because of her talent. It's pretty nice. We can actually look at Lewin's talent here without actually having to dive deep into his character, which we'll do at another time. But before attacking units, attack and defense increase by 5%, and then it only lasts one turn, but 50% chance to restore 30% of their health, which is really, really nice. So we're going to have him attack this lobster, and hopefully he does get the Origin of Light, so he's going to be able to heal and do a little extra damage. No, he didn't get the heal. Okay, so the heal is also a random effect. We're going to have Jessica attack the skeleton. Hopefully she does enough. Yes, she does.
We can leave at any time.
And that wasn't too bad. Pretty simple. Few characters get leveled up, we get some more crystals, and we got a new piece of armor. So again, this is going to be kind of the rinse and repeat. Just once you get new armor, equip it to your unit. So we're going to be using Jessica quite a bit. We're going to make sure that we build her up nicely. At this point, you're still relatively early in the game, so yeah, we don't have any. We'll save this for the next episode. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This was an episode where we covered a little bit about Freya, did a poll, checked out some of the Path of Light, and did a fight. So if you guys want to watch more of my content, please click on one of the annotations. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time.